Okay, Scott, I have your third quad done. Um, so I did the other video with this one and this one, so these two are good to go. And here is the brushed one. So it turned out pretty nice, and I really like this flight controller. This is the B Core with the built-in VTX. Let's see. So it has. Actually, let me grab my phone and I'll show you, or show everybody, all about this new B Core. And I don't know how new it is. I mean, it's pretty new, but I don't know how many people have already been using it and stuff. Let's see. Sometimes I hate this app. So here it is. It says it's for the tiny 6X, 7, 7X, but it's gonna fit any tiny whip frame, any brushed frame. So it has the MPU 6000, 1S, 25 milliwatt, 48 channel VTX built in, and it has smart audio too. I noticed that, so I'll show you on the pictures. Right here it has a TX3, so that's pretty sweet that it has a TX pad. I mean, I don't know if I think there's like one maybe. I know the what is it? The Alien Whoop I think has a TX pad, and maybe one other one that is kind of rare, but yeah, this one for sure does. So you can use smart audio. So it has the RCN, you know, that's for S-Bus or DSMX or FlySky or whatever. And then you got 3.3 and 5 volt. So 3.3 would be for DSMX, and then 5 volt and ground. And then over here is your battery cables, and then on the other side is the ground, 5 volt, and video in for your camera. And it's 4 grams. So not too bad. Not the lightest. I mean, you know, shit. Actually, I don't even know how heavy the XM is, but it has the XM on there too. So, you know, that adds it. Those are super light though. I think that's only like 1 gram or something. Like, I know it's less than 2 grams. So you're looking at 5.5 to 6 grams total with the VTX, the FC, and the receiver. So actually, that is pretty good when you look at it that way. You have the Beta FPV 8mm motors. I was able to get the camera out of the other canopy, but I did have to destroy it, so sorry about that, but it was already pretty destroyed anyway. So, and this one's brand new, looks nice. Put some white heat shrink on both antennas. The camera mounted in there pretty nice, and it's on there nice and sturdy. So this whole frame, this thing's just going to be a tank. I mean, these frames are already just super hard to break. So I already have it bound up to my radio, so I'll turn it on and show you the video. And so yeah, it's already bound up to my radio. Let me plug in a battery, and I don't have any of those bigger batteries that fit in here, so I'm going to have to, let's see, maybe I can do this. Yeah, yeah, that might work. Okay, so it was already all set up. I haven't even plugged it into Betaflight once yet. All I did was bound the receiver to my radio and armed it, and see, it arms. So ready to go. So I haven't even flown it yet. I did check that the video works, so I'll show you that. And it's on like F1, I believe. Yeah, F1. There you go. You got your OSD working. Alright, cool. Let's turn this around and do a little hover. I have not flown this yet, and I have not ever even flown a brushed 8mm whoop yet. So let's see what it's got. And I don't know how much juice is in that battery, but I know it's not full, so. It's flying super, super smooth. I mean, look at that. It just sits there. Pretty good power. It's in acro right now. I didn't check to see what flight modes or if there was other flight modes on here, so let's just see if it does. No. Wow, that's some really good power. Especially for a battery that's not even full. So that's just straight out of the box. Bind it and fly with no plugging into Betaflight at all. So I have no idea how it's even set up. I don't know what the PIDs look like. I don't know what flight modes are on there. But I gotta say, for not having to plug into Betaflight at all, it's flying pretty damn good. Let's see what this battery was at so we can determine how much power it's really gonna have. Oh yeah, it was almost dead. So, shit, on a full battery, it's gonna have real nice power. So yeah, that's it. Just put your radio in D16 mode and hit bind, and then hold down the bind button while you're plugging in the battery. And the bind button is right here. I put heat shrink on the receiver, and then I cut out a little square for the bind button and for the LEDs on it, so that way you know what's going on. The bind button is right here. You can get to it from right here or through the battery hole up here. Right here is probably easiest. I'm clicking it right now. So yeah, pretty sweet little whoop. Think I'll have to build another one for myself. Yeah, first time flying an 8mm whoop, and I like it. It's probably gonna be a little bit different, you know, with the right battery, because the right battery is gonna be a little bit heavier. But this battery was also dead, so yeah, it's gonna be pretty nice. Oh, and then changing channels for your VTX. Couldn't work anything out to where you could use this, but there's a nice hole on the side right here, and the button is right there. So see, I'm pushing the button right now, so no problem using that. Alright, well that's it. I'll get all 3 quads boxed up and sent back to you, and I'll send you over some tracking. Alright, thanks Scott.